It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Millen on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, look at the juke. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. James White's first carry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No gain. Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
For the Jaguars.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. With Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Harris, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A give to Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
C.J. Henderson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Harris. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Damian Harris, the ball.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it right side to White. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Patriots 7, Jaguars nothing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Well, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Griffin there defensively.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Number 31.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going to look to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
In your face.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. On the ground, it's Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Patriots 10. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They run with Harris. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. Here's Harris. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down. Today's final
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.